All right, let's try that again. There was a little power surge. We seem to be back. Just everything just like went, whew, disappeared for a few seconds, and now we're back. I'm just gonna get started, play a song, and then bring in Aaron, and hopefully everybody can find their way back. Please do share the stream, particularly now because it disappeared, and so there's people watching and they need to find it again. So send it around, share it, give it a thumbs up, increase the visibility. I'm gonna play an old song called Tendrils. Old rages blocking all the walls, hide inside walls, decided to go. A calm silence, don't pick apart its source, make it up but just put it aside. A dawn find us waking upside down. Find your sense of it, you watch it unfold. Phrase tendrils creeping for a home, the steely grey glow of your eyes. But by night I'm silenced and still. Can you make yourself feel unkind? You cry out when you see we all have come freely along. No brightness, been misinterpret words, deflect us from the side of you, drenched and afraid. Fight in the sourness that pulls around the brain. It's an offering, an offering, an offering again. Sealed inside each verse, up above my words. You've a sense, I'm sure, that's as true as any. For the times I had tried but didn't make the connections, and I'm left to feel. If I was you, I'd lie. 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 Old judgment picking apart your eyes, fooled by the scope and bull as rope. Old judgment picks apart your eyes. We barely are truthful to us. That's Tendrils from the first record, which in my flusteredness I played with the capo 2 frets too high, which, you know, it's pretty hard on the old throat. Please let me know if you're watching. I see that we've definitely got some YouTube and Twitch viewers. Is the Facebook stream working? Let me know if you're watching on any of those platforms, just so we know what's up. But without further ado, let's just get on with it, because there's been enough faffing. We're going to bring in the special guest for today, Mr. Aaron Mangle, all the way from Nova Scotia. Aaron, how are you doing? Are you suitably relaxed now?
Unmuted.
You're unmuted.
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you, Tim. Thanks for having me.
Okay, I think we can relax. I mean, whatever happened, at least we got one song out, and we got to see your face.
I'll take it from there.
Yeah, and you know, all the rest is gravy, as they say. Is that like icing on the cake when people say things are gravy? The idea being like if you don't have gravy, your meal is quite bland, but the gravy is like that extra little.
I think gravy is like
magicness.
Melts on top of everything, like smooths over. Whereas icing is like the, ta-da. Gravy is the form that it takes.
Gravy is the form
Smooth.
that it
It's like
takes.
blah, 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 blah. Whereas icing is more the ta-da.
So gravy, blah, blah, blah.
Similar.
Icing,
Mhm.
ta-da.
Ta-da.
Hello, Justin Caress. I'm glad that you're here with us today. Also, it's so nice to have you on. I know you from Halifax times, way back when I used to live out that way. You had a project back then called Cousins, which I mean, we didn't get into it in the beforehand, but I think your last album was 2014. So
Probably.
it's a little while. There's been like little things here and there, but is that project kind of done? Will the creative expression that flows from you be considered part of Cousins going forward, or is it going to be
That's
just
an
the
open question
Aaron
right
Mangle
now,
thing?
I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's an open question now. I have a lot of things that have been in the works since we released The Halls of Wickwire in 2014, but haven't come around to finish any of it. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know what form it will take, and I've worked in spurts, but haven't had any concerted effort to release any of the material. But there's a lot of stuff, a lot of demos in.
Okay.
You know, every so often I listen to them and I forget about them.
Yeah.
Forget which ones I've done. You know, find them again. And a plan is to work on the stuff that I've started, but just haven't come around to it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, haven't found the way back, or. But I've played a few shows here and there. I was down to New Jersey recently to visit Lee, the drummer of Cousins, for many years. And we were just down there. Well, I just went down to see Lee for a Christmas present sort of thing. And got some gear down there so we could jam again, because we were just thinking, like, maybe we play some other time. But no real plans, but just to get it going, just to see. Let's see if we can still play. Let's play a set just for fun. And, you know, maybe we play some shows down here, maybe we play some shows up here. But that distance creates some issues, of course, but logistical.
And you moved out of Halifax, what, like?
In 2017.
Okay, that long ago. So you're now down there on the south shore of.
I'm on the south shore,
Scotia.
Yeah, it's quite nice. There's a few places to play, but you know, things have been opening again, but not a lot of shows have been going on. But yeah, personally, I haven't been playing that much anyway, so.
So here you are, though. You're about to.
Yeah. Nice to get an invite to play, because I need it.
Amazing.
So
well, yeah. Do you wanna kick us off with something?
I'm gonna play I'll play a few tunes, but the few tunes will be new probably, unless you've seen a show in recent times. So I think I'll play. The song's called "Song in the Air." My song in the air, I don't belong anywhere. My heart open wide, hands turned up to the sky. When I return home, the flowers have dried. When will I know what I left behind? I wake, I light fire, and I meet the new day. I'm fresh with desire, living this way. In Weimar I changed from a boy to a truck. All I need is a reason, all I need is some luck. I move east, I move west, I don't know where you are, but my heart's open wide, hands turned up up to the sky, and my feet planted wide, and I ride and I ride. My song in the air, I don't belong anywhere. My mouth open wide, hands turned up to the sky. The wind through the cab and my hands on the wheel. The sun on the mountainside is too good to be real. And I know that I'm here, and all is sublime, and I know that it's real. Love's what I feel. Tim?
Song in the air. That song is in the air.
Song in the air.
Song in the air, in the air.
Yeah.
Beautiful, Aaron. Thank you.
My pleasure, Tim.
So that's a new one?
That's a new tune, actually. Well, you know, now that it's been so long, I wrote that probably a few years ago now. But, yeah, still new.
New to the
world. Still working on it.
Yeah.
New to the world, yeah. New to all of you, listeners out there.
I want to say thank you to Scott for the donation. This is a viewer/listener supported endeavor. There's a link in the video description on YouTube and Facebook. Hopefully there is. I mean, everything kind of went down and came back up again. So hopefully the links are still there. But you can donate by PayPal, credit card, or Interac if you're here in Canada. And 50% of the donations each week go to the guest artist, which this week is Mr. Aaron Mangle. Down on the South Shore of Nova Scotia. You're actually the third South Shore guest that we've had on this stream, believe it or not. It's massively overrepresented in the international songwriting realm. We had Jenny Burkle and Jenna Barry, both on, I mean, kind of years ago now at this point. I've been trying to get Jenna Barry back, but it will happen.
Jay too?
If you see
Jay
her.
On?
And Jay was on four South Shore guests,
the only one
which is insane.
Whose name doesn't start with J.
You're the only one whose name doesn't start with J. Yes, you're the odd one out.
I have no J in my name.
And Sydney Smith, also from the South Shore, is watching. Hello, Sydney.
Hi, Sydney.
Yeah, so I did post the links also for your music for those last albums up on BANDCAMP. Halls of Wickwire from 2014, and I'm going to post it in Twitch now as well, so people can find it. And if people have any requests for Aaron, he said beforehand that he probably wouldn't remember how to play anything.
Not.
But, you know, it's always worth a try. You might be able to twist his arm.
I'd be flattered by a request nonetheless, but I don't know that,
Give it a try.
Jingle bells.
You were playing Jingle Bells right before we came on. And I was thinking about this before. I have actually a little photo. You're not going to be able to see this because you're not watching. You being Aaron. Everyone else can see this. But I played... you can pop it up for a second if you want. But I played a show down on the South Shore last September, right as the hurricane was about to come in. It was like the day before the hurricane came in, and everybody was just like, we don't think it's going to hit down here, so we're just like, we'll be quite relaxed. But you put the posters up for the show very wonderfully, and you were so effective with it that we were getting... There's a little ferry that goes across the LaHave River. It takes like 5 minutes or something to get across. And we park up, and then I look out of my right-hand window, and what do I see? There's a poster. You put a poster on the ferry because you're a genius. There's me looking quite, I don't know,
It's just one
worried.
of the places. There's not that many places with posters, and that's a really good place because the ferry
We
is
saw
a
it.
place.
We saw it. And
Good.
definitely somebody came to the show who'd seen the poster and was like, oh,
There you go.
let's wander along to that. Hoping to be back on the South Shore in June, all being well. So we'll definitely let you know about
I'll
that.
put up posters again. Anytime. It's a pleasure.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if anybody else is playing a show in the South Shore, let Aaron know. He can put up posters for you too. Yes. Would you like to play us another song?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Now is when I decide which is the second song.
On the spot.
I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play another new one. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna play another new. This one's called Heaven's Eye. See, you hear that? We live right on the road, so when the Acura goes by, we can hear it. We know the cars by the sound of the muffler. The moon to you is but a stone, for where you sit is heaven's throne. No matter where, no matter why, wherever you are is heaven's eye. The sun is dim beside your face. Your eyes are clear and deep as space, as far and as wide, as low and as tall. I hear your voice, I heed your call. Far and as wide, as low and as tall, I hear your voice, I heed your call. No matter where, no matter why, wherever you are is heaven's eye.
Yes.
Thank you.
Heaven's Eye
Heaven's Eye.
by Aaron Mangle. Do you have any shows planned for the next little while? Will people be able to go out and see you somewhere?
Ooh, yes. I'm playing DJ Mommy Presents every... DJ Mommy is a DJ in Lunenburg, a.k.a. Jody Zinner. And Jody puts on really great DJ nights in Lunenburg at the Legion. And I've been asked to do the solstice, I believe. It's
Okay.
Saturday the solstice, June 2023.
Saturday the solstice
That's
of
the
June.
next thing.
Okay.
Yeah, Saturday the solstice of June in Lunenburg at the Legion. Don't know what number the Legion is, but yeah. That's
Okay.
the only show that's scheduled. I'm
Amazing.
looking forward to that. That'll be good. I think I'm going to
awesome.
open the show. I'm not a DJ, or sometimes I think I try to be a DJ, but...
But you'll be playing, you won't be DJing.
I'll be playing this
Okay.
black guitar and singing songs such as these. Yeah, and there'll be
Amazing.
hopefully some bright lights and stuff. And
Cool. So if you're on
Yeah.
the South Shore of Nova Scotia or feel like being down there around about then, that's a good plan.
Yeah. And it's great for like, I mean, you could dance to this, but after I play, there'll be some real dance music. So we can really get down. They're great parties. Really great.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Right before we went live, you were talking about doing a Deerhoof tribute many years ago.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Mhm.
like that? That seems
Yeah,
like
I
a very involved project. Their songs are quite complicated. No.
Yeah, they are. And I don't know how, I can't remember how to play I can't even remember the songs that I selected. But we had, Deerhoof came to Halifax for I don't even know what the show was, but it was in summertime. If it was a festival, I don't remember. 2009, maybe 2010. And I wanted to put on a show in the backyard where we covered their tunes just because I was especially enamored with that group at that time. They're really inspiring to me. And so I put the call out, and I don't know how many people there were. I don't really remember how many acts there were, but had in the backyard a little stage set up on the deck, and a dozen or so of us performed a selection of Deerhoof songs. And we had Burrito Bike was there,
It's like
hawking
peak
burritos out of the
peak
window.
Halifax right there.
The police came. There's some really great photographs
Like
of it.
Sting and Stuart Copeland.
Yep, the police came. Yep, yeah, they didn't perform. They weren't prepared, but they are Deerhoof fans, definitely. Yeah, and it was great. Yeah, we got shut down, I think, but we had a good time. Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
It was really good. Saw the band that night. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're such a great band. They came up because I was playing with Cedric Noel, who's been a guest on the stream some months ago, like maybe even over a year ago at this point. But we did a set at Sala Rosa here in Montreal, and I was playing saxophone, and I just got to like rip it up all night, just like improvised a bunch of nonsense, and it was a lot of fun.
Great.
But the band were being very COVID cautious and like Deerhoof and had masks on during the sound check, and the room was packed, so they just weren't there for the opening acts, so they didn't get to see us play. So it was a bit of a heartbreaker. But what do you do?
What do you do? Play again.
Just play again.
Mm-hmm.
Keep playing. There'll be more.
Keep
There'll
playing.
be more opportunities. Yeah, I promised on Twitter that I would tell a story about accidentally abandoning you in Brussels. But maybe do you want to play one more song and then we'll get to that. I feel like I've been yapping away for a while.
Sure,
and
I'll play another
I think
song.
the people want more music.
I
Do you
think,
want more music?
Do I want? See, I can't see. I'm happily just interacting only with you, Tim, because I think
The
I'd be
people
too
are really there, I
distracted.
promise.
I believe it, and that's why we're here. Ooh, now, yeah, this is the first virtual concert I've ever done.
URL, not IRL.
URL. But we're IRL in our little rooms.
You are IRL over there on the URL.
I'm IRL here. Okay, this one's called Aim High. I've got something to say. I want you to see it my way. Here a lock, there a key. Beep, beep, it's me. Aim high. Aim high. Aim high. Aim high. See them standing up there. See them look down the stairs. I see an open door. cold wind blow. Aim high, aim high, aim high, aim high. Feel your boots lose their grip. Feel you starting to slip as you tumble from high. Reflect on how you will die. Aim high, aim high, aim high, aim high.
Aim high.
Aim high. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you, Aaron.
I promised I'd do this.
Oh yeah, everybody be quiet. Listen.
Oh, I think the fizz maybe has gone.
No, there's a little bit. Just do that a little bit more.
Okay. Yeah.
Just a little bit of
Yeah,
ASMR
a little bit.
on the stream. You know, it's what the people want.
I should have set it up in stereo, remember? I think that's what ASMR is more like.
More
a lot
effective.
About, is about the stereo is really important, but
Yeah.
I don't really have a good.
It was
like
pleasant.
I run into phasing issues.
Bubble phasing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so we randomly, not that randomly, I guess. We were both on tour in Europe at the same time. It probably was like around 2014 or something. Maybe it's a little later. I don't know.
Would have been our last time in Europe. Yeah.
And you were just coming from Hamburg from the Reeperbahn Festival, and I was in Brussels playing at this little gallery, and you showed up. Did you catch the show? Or were you there after the show?
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I
you
saw
caught
the
the show.
Mm-hmm. It was a wonderful show.
Well, thank you.
One of my favorites, I think, that I've seen you play was perfect. No microphones, no amplification. It was like just a bare gallery, and it was just you, acoustic guitar. I think everyone sat down and you were standing, and it was kind of sparse. Like the room was really sparse, but there was no PA or anything, and it was just perfect. Like couldn't have been better. I don't think it was just I loved it.
It was a lovely,
My favorite
lovely spot. Well,
Tim concert.
Well, there you go, people. But I'm probably actually going to go back there in the summer, back to Brussels. So, anybody watching from Brussels right now, let us know. But afterwards, you and Lee had a hotel, and you offered that I could sleep on the floor in your hotel or in your spare bed or something. I don't remember. But I took you up on this offer. But we all went to have some drinks afterwards. Eventually, everybody kind of went back, and it was just you and I, and we were hungry, so we went across the street from this really cool bar to have some food. And I'd had a few drinks at this point, and sometimes when I have a few drinks and I'm on tour, I'm like, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette, which I know is terrible. I'm sorry, Mum and Dad. I'm sorry, Grandma. But it happens. And there was a cigarette machine in there. That might have been the thing that prompted it. It was like, there's a cigarette machine, so I'm gonna go and do that. So I went and I was putting the money in, and it just wasn't working. So I was like, I'm gonna just go and find a shop to buy some cigarettes. So I left the place. And I was told it was 2 streets down, and then you turn right, found the place, and then left, and then went back to the restaurant, except I wasn't at the restaurant anymore, and I couldn't find it. And, it's like Brussels is some old city where the streets are all snaky and whatever. So I was walking for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, probably just getting further and further away from this place, and just was completely lost. It's probably midnight or something at this point.
It was late.
It was late. I didn't have a cell phone. I didn't know the name of the restaurant we were in. I didn't know the name of the bar that we were in before that. I didn't know the hotel that you were staying at. No. So I was starting to panic a little bit. But then I just eventually just kind of gave up and went into a bar that was shutting its doors. And wasn't even speaking French to them. But I was just I was at this bar, and there was people standing outside. Do you know where it is? That was the only information that I had. And someone was oh yeah, it's that place just up there. And managed to direct me back to you. But I get there and you're just sitting there. Empty plate in front of you. My dinner's there, cold.
Just there. We're outside too.
Yeah. You were about to give up, I think. But
Well, I didn't know there was nothing to do.
yeah,
That
there was
the-
no means of communication.
I was
so
worried, but there was nothing I could do.
Yeah,
So
it was
I
hopeless.
ate my fish and
ate your
was quite
fish and
sweet.
waited.
I waited. And all of a sudden you showed up. I was like, he's not coming back. And I don't know what to do because again, we couldn't get in touch with you. I didn't even know where Lee was. I assumed Lee was just across the street, but
Total mystery.
I wasn't lost, but what do you do when someone else is lost? You should also stay put, I think.
Good strategy. This is the
Tim
life
came back.
advice from the stream.
Stay in
Today.
your seat.
Just don't move ever.
Relax.
The world will come back to you. Aaron, it's been a treat having you with us this
My
week.
pleasure.
June 23rd, you say, at the Legion on the South Shore.
I don't know. Actually.
Solstice weekend.
May I look at it's the solstice weekend, and it's usually a Saturday.
Okay.
Can I check? It's the Saturday is the 20th. Friday is the 23rd. It's either the 23rd or the 24th of June.
If you
That's
live on the
close
South
enough.
Shore of Nova Scotia, you can probably
Yeah.
find out. Just keep your
Yeah.
ears
your
and
ears
eyes
open.
peeled.
Look for posters.
Yeah. But I'm going to keep going. I'm going to play a few more songs, but we're going to say goodbye to Mr. Mangle for now. It's been a
Thanks,
treat to
everybody.
have you put
Nice
your
to see you.
thanks in
Thank
the
you,
chat to
Tim.
him. And yeah, I'll see you
Bye-bye.
see you next time. That's Aaron Mangle, everybody. What a treat. So good to have him on. Thank you for your patience in getting over here, viewers, and for your dedicatedness at finding the stream after the original link went down. Stolen from Poets made a good point that if you have notifications turned on, then if the event goes down somehow, you'll get a little an email whenever I go live again. So if you're not already subscribing, please do subscribe. We're on 499. Oh, so Stolen from Poets said I'm at 500. So there you go. We did it. We reached 500, but let's make it 501, 502, whatever. But hit the notification. Make sure you hit the bell so that you get the message when we go live. I go live every week. Next week, we've got a very special guest, a duo from the States, Tom Kazumplik and Rachel Elliott. I hope I'm not speaking too soon. They confirmed last week, but I know there's some issue getting a studio space, but hopefully all will be well. They performed in a project called Clogs, who were like one of my favorite instrumental duos and performed on the live version of Tendrils. So that's going to be a delight. 501. 501, Stolen from Poet says. I'm going to keep going. If there's anything you want to hear, type it in the request, type it in the chat, or use the widget on Twitch to request it. I'm going to play a song called Go On, one of mine, and then we're going to move on.
You've heard enough of this now to make up your own mind and piece together. You chewed the horns of this off and left them as an offering in the culvert. Out your words, I won't change them no matter what the fashion. Clothed in your nouns and your verbs, the best attempts to lead you to distraction. So come on, don't your sense is chewed out. Don't tell me you would to west of it all is cycled round. You've heard enough of this now.
Let's go on from the second record. Let me know what you want to hear. I'm going to work through a couple of requests. We've got a few in there already. I see. Let's do Half Awake, yes. Half Awake for Chris. David Lander. You, it's been a while since you've been with us. So if there's anything that you want to hear, let me know. I want to make sure you have the best experience possible in the world. I'm going to play Half Awake, which is a track from the last record as well. It's almost in the Nev Clay tuning of Nevgad. I think if Aaron's on here, maybe he can let us know what his tuning is. I meant to ask beforehand, but I think he maybe has this like CG thing going on at the bottom of his guitar as well, but something else. This is Nevgbd. CGDGBD. This is Half Awake. Stop yapping, Tim. Honestly.
It meant something. Let it go. For a while. But you watch it fighting to see if it survives. Make a pie, let it lie. You're apart from feeling, set adrift on me. Let it go. For a while. But you won't see. Getting hard of hearing. Make a pie, call you dying. More than half awake, a cold only to say.
half awake from the last record. Cell requested Tendrils. I already played that. That was the first thing. I think a lot of people were still finding the stream after it went down from the power cut, annoyingly enough. But I'm going to work through some of these requests. Cell, if there's anything else you want to hear, please let me know. I want to play it, whatever it may be. I got a request a couple of weeks ago for the Sounds of Silence, which is something that my grandma requested way back when. So this is for her as well, but it's also for Tino in Bayreuth in Germany. The most Dylan-esque of Simon and Garfunkel songs, for my money. Whatever that's worth. I keep going to drink water, but there's none left. Could somebody get me some? This is the Sounds of Silence. It's too easy to make that joke. Where are we? Okay. I have to bring up the lyrics though, because there's so many. There's so many songs, so many lyrics. Let me see. I could have pretended. I could have pretended that I wasn't gonna just read the words, but I am.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains. And the sound of silence, in the restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, beneath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp, and my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light. It split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never shared. And no one dared disturb the sound of silence. Fool said I do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you, and take my arms that I might reach you. But my words, like silent raindrops, fell and echoed in the wells of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made, and the sign flashed out its warning in the words that it was for me. And the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls and tenement halls, and whispered in the sounds of silence.
The Sound of Silence for Tino and Grandma while we're at it. Just a reminder, there's a few shows coming up. I'm going to be in Ontario next week, Kitchener, Guelph, and Toronto. The links for the shows for Kitchener and Toronto are in the video description on Facebook. And yeah, here's the image. Sunday, April 16th in Toronto. But yeah, tickets in the video description on Facebook and YouTube if everything went properly when we went live again. Anyway, relax, Tim. This is Undestructed, and I'm going to play Sprout and Bean for Anna.
Waves won't pull me down, waves won't knock me over. It's the price that appeals. Dry lines snapping to come through in the summer is the best time to heal. Drained over and over in a mindless appeal. See it out while you can rest off, 'cause you were need. You could call it a deal. My thoughts are undisrupted, undisrupted. My headaches undestructed, undestructed. My thoughts are undisrupted, undisrupted.
That's Undestructed from the upcoming album, which will be named Who Knows What. That was the first time that I've realised, because I wasn't doing as much quick finger picking, but I dislocated my finger playing football last week. I was playing in goals briefly, and a ball came at me, and I tried to save it, but it went like right on the end of my finger, and it was just kind of like in the wrong. My finger was just the wrong shape for a little while, and I couldn't move it properly, so I had to sort of just yank it back into place. But it's a little sore and a little slow still. This next one is going to be Sprout and Bean for Stolen from Poets for Anna. But yeah, let me know what you want to hear. David, you haven't got the request in yet. I need to know. What happened to my other finger? This one was from slipping on the ice outside my house last week. After the Deer Hoof show, went all the way there, all the way back, and then in the back alley, about to go into my house, I just went flying on this little patch of ice and cut my knee and my elbow and just smashed my finger on the ground. So thanks for noticing. I have these big sort of winter-ish boots, but they have a smooth sole. Who designs shoes that are sort of wintry outdoor shoes with a smooth sole? I'm so angry. I'm going to get it replaced. Country feedback. You can have that right now. Right now, David. For you. For you, you don't have to wait. This is one of my favorite songs. As we both know, it's REM's favorite REM song. And it's before I was even playing in bands, like I was getting together with some friends to play some music, and we had a failed band, and we played this. And so this is maybe like the first song that I've played in any kind of band type of scenario from the album Out of Time. For Mr. David Lander, the one, the only. Here we go.
Scorched, this film is on a man you glue his clothes don't fit as right, and I'm to blame. It's all the same, it's all the same. You come to me with a phone in your hand, you come to me with hair curled tight, you come to me with position, you come to me with excuses, dumped out in the road. Wear me out, you wear me out. We've been through fake breakdown, self-hurt, plastics collections, self-help, self-hate, yes, psychics, fuck all. I was central, I had control, I lost my head. I need this, I need this. The paperweight, the junk garage, winter rain, a honey pot. It's crazy, all the lovers have been tired. Hotline, I wanted out. It's crazy what you could have had. It's crazy what you could have had. It's crazy what you could have had. I need this, I need this. It's crazy what you could have had. It's crazy what you could have had. I need this, I need this. It's crazy what you could have had. It's crazy what you could have had. I need this, I need this. It's crazy what you could have had. It's crazy what you could have had. I need this, I need this. That's country feedback by R.E.M. Leslie Hartley says, it's not who sells them, but who buys them. Good point. Good burn. Good burn. I'm going to play Sprout and the Bean for Anna. And then, unless there's no other requests, then we'll wrap it right there. Again, Tom Kazumplik and Rachel Elliott can be joining next week. Bassoon and percussion, instrumental, kind of neoclassical ensemble that also played on my the live version of Tendrils from years ago. So that's going to be a treat. So yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, please do. And
Thanks to everyone for donating. Again, there is a donate link in the video description if you want to support the stream. It makes a huge difference being going 3 years because of your support. So thank you endlessly for that. And yeah, this is Sprout and Bean for Anna.
I slept all day, awoke with distaste, and I railed, and I raged at the difference between the sprout and the bean. It is a golden ring, it is a twisted string, and you can ask the counselor, and you can ask the king, and they'll say the same thing. And it's a funny thing. Should we go outside? Should we go outside? Could we break some bread? Are you interested? As I said, I slept as though dead, dreaming seamless dreams of lead. When you go away, I am big boned and fade in the dust of the day, and in the dirt of the day. The danger, danger drawing near, there was a white coat, and the danger, danger drawing near them was a broad boat, and the wood running clear beneath the white throat, and the hollow chatter of the talking of the tadpoles who know the outside. Should we go outside? Should we break some bread? Are you interested?
Sprout and Bean by Joanna Newsom. Thanks so much for being here, everybody. I'll be back next week, same time, same place. Hope to see you here. For those watching on Twitch, we're gonna go and raid someone, I think. Hopefully there's somebody streaming right now that I follow. But for everybody else, yeah, hopefully see you next week. And thanks again to Aaron, and thanks to all of you for your donations. Bye-bye.